many young professionals looking for the short terms, quick success, these things. So how you focus on the long-term pipelines and the partnerships, and what principles when you are making a pipelines and the partnerships?
Look, I think, that the route to fast success is also the route to fast failure, in the sense that
Wow.
it's often you go fast, you burn a lot of fuel.
Mm.
You need to know when to put the foot down on the pedal and go fast. But most of the time you need to be in that mode where you're cruising along comfortably. The peaks and troughs that are very high and very low are very hard to manage. And they're also personally impactful, both in terms of stress, health, all sorts of things, both in terms of personal stress and health, but also business stress.
Business stress.
And so the pipelines that we look for are about long-term strategic relationships, but also understanding that markets change or people change their minds very quickly. We just had a situation where we'd done a very interesting pre-concept for a client. It was very, very well received. They said, we love it. Now we're going to commission you to do the project. And within 1 week of the commission, they said, oh, actually, we just changed our mind. Now, we plugged that numbers into our forecast for the year. We were very, very happy. Suddenly, we had a big bunch of money that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks, it's gone.
It's gone.
So you have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to not over-rely. You have to know where the next meal is and keep hunting for that next meal. And obviously, every new project is hard. Every second, third, fourth project with the same team shows value. And the value increases every time you do a project because your efficiency gets better, the understanding of the expectations are there. Ultimately, the profits increase.
Yes, totally agree. And I believe the MENA region is for the long term. It's not for parachuting, jumping.
Look, I think, if you look from the outside, as we've seen a little bit in Saudi Arabia over the last few years, a lot of people who are not committed to being here have come in, and they've come in and seen fast money. And yes, a lot of people have benefited. That's gone now. Particularly in KSA, we're seeing a significant adjustment in the market. We're seeing a maturation of that market in the way the government wants to invest its money in a more sustainable manner. And I think that's very commendable. But if you're not embedded there, if you don't have a long-term commitment to that, which takes tenacity, it's like being a marathon runner.
Yes.
If you look at it, you have to keep a steady pace. You have to show that you're committed, that you have faith in that market. So yeah, I think, fast approach seems very attractive, but money comes and goes very quickly.